Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses Gang. Now, this video is called Message to the Parents with Bad Kids. To be clear, there's no such thing as a made that to get your attention, but at the end of the day, some of y'all got some badass kids, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna tell you how to correct it because I'm not the dad. Okay? And I'm not making this for single mothers of any race or culture, ethnicity. I'm not making this for single fathers. I'm making this for single parents. Usually, I don't really meet too many people uh I don't meet too many bad kids that have two parents. It's not very common unless the dad works a lot. Okay. With that being said, let's get into it. What is your job as a parent? Your job as a parent is to guide, guard, protect, provide for, and to educate your child and love them, of course. Right? If you don't do that, then the child is not going to trust you. Why don't they trust you? Because they don't respect you. Why don't they respect you? Because you're not doing your job. Okay? With that, you have to understand that you're raising this child to become a productive member of society that can give back, that will not be a leech, that will not be a bum, and that will not grow up to harm people. Okay? They can be like you, they could be quite the opposite of you. But as long as you are making sure that you are giving them the skills, training them, molding them to be a productive member of society, then you're doing your job. If they're not disrespectful, if they respect adults, doing your job. If they're well mannered, you're doing your job, bro. But if they are outlandish, if they are being constantly disrespectful, if they're not well mannered, if they talk back to you constantly, if that's the first thing you think about, people don't want to be around your child, not only because they're a child, people don't like it. But if they're like, I don't want to go there because her son, I go over there and she go to sleep. You're not doing your job, bro. I remember being a child. Now, I had a lot of adults around me, I had a lot of older kids around me. People might have described me as a cool kid. I was well mannered. I respected adults. I didn't call adults by their first name. I wasn't begging ass kid. I wasn't always asking for a dollar. I was entitled. I was telling people how adorable and smart I was. I was a good student, clean up after myself. Yeah, I just back in the day. That's because my cousin died and I was just traumatized and depressed and I didn't have that much guidance after that for whatever reason. But after that, I mean, before that, you didn't have to tell me anything. I didn't like people telling me what to do, so I did it first. You know what I mean? Got myself dressed. 3 years old. I had to get on the bus. I woke up at 6 o'clock. You know how I know that? Because the same radio station every day. It's this. It's the time. God damn, that's 6. I didn't even know how to tell time. But then when I grew up a little bit more and I learned how to tell time, I was like, damn, this is what 6 o'clock is? I was waking I've been doing this for 5 years? Damn. Soldier. But at the end of the day, man, it's it's not it's not about you just correcting your child when you feel annoyed or when you're disrespected. You got to correct your child when your child is being disrespectful to other people too. When somebody says, hey, I don't think he should be doing that. Hey, this is concerning. Hey, this is making me uncomfortable. Hey, if he can learn this right now, because I've been to jail a lot, and I know the behaviors that I've carried for since childhood into my adults that landed me in jail. That if somebody would have just kept correcting it and got it out my system, I wouldn't have been in jail so many times. There's things I learned in jail. I learned how to wash my body properly as a man in jail. I know how to wash my body as a child when I was a child. But when you start making all kind of funny smells and You're growing hair certain places. You need to be retaught how to bathe yourself, how to wash yourself. I learned that in jail. I did. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a good thing, and I'm not proud of it at all. I'm actually, embarrassed by it. But there are things that I learned in jail that there are things that I learned outside of jail to keep me on in jail. And a lot of you look at people's kids and I'm just like, little inmate, mm, little convict. What's his name? Little 379-856. Like, nigga, what the fuck are y'all doing out here, bro? I ask people like, you don't teach your child to respect adults? No, 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 no. You got to build a rapport with him for him to respect you. I'm like, what part of the game is this? Look, it's not. I mean, there's everything wrong with being a bad parent. I was going to say there's nothing wrong, but at the end of the day, if you don't know, you don't know. Just because you drive a car every day does not mean that you know how to change a tire, right? If you don't know, you don't know. Just because you have perfect attendance doesn't mean you're a good student. You just show up every day. You could put an apple on a teacher's desk. Apple a good student? No, it's just an apple. It's just there. Just because you spend a lot of time with your kid and make sure they don't get touched, that doesn't mean you're a good, because they're fucking up in school, because they don't respect adults, because they're disrespectful, because they're not well mannered, because they don't have survival skills whatsoever. If something were to happen, they wouldn't know what to do. That's because you don't know what to do, and it's it is what it is. It's not okay, and it just is what it is, bro. That's all it is. You don't know if you drive every day and you don't know the rules of the road and you fuck up and you avoid a lot of car accidents. That doesn't mean you're a that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's a bad driver because you don't have the knowledge to be able to be a good driver. That's all that means. But at the end of the you have to understand that you have a lot of emotions, especially for the women. You have a lot of emotions that prevents you from making wise decisions as far as training a child to be a productive adult. And sometimes you have to turn those off in order for you to make rational decisions, right? And getting somebody to step in and help you means you don't have the knowledge. If you feel like you need somebody to put more information into this situation, that means you're a bad parent. You don't have the knowledge. You don't know because you're not a good parent. Because good parents know these things. And just because, oh, I'm gonna find a daddy, I'm gonna find Ryan a mommy, them a therapist to find them peers. Kids teach other kids a lot of things, a lot of good things. I learned a lot of negative things from my cousins and friends, but I learned a lot of great lessons from them. I learned that you can't fart in somebody's face or they'll punch you in the face. I learned that. I learned that adults have limitations when it comes to disciplining children. But children don't. That's where you really learn socializing, keeping them to know how to ride a bike, tie their shoes. They know how to socialize with. They don't understand that. Look, when you socialize with other boys or when you socialize with men, they level of respect because we can hand combat and one of us could end up losing our lives or getting arrested, or changing our lives, being harmed for the rest of our lives. That's innate. That's something that's in you. That's instinctual. If you don't have those instincts, there's something wrong with you. You have mental health issues if you don't understand that. You need to socialize. Not socializing, spending some time with your mommy or spending some daddy, you're a girl, yeah, that's gonna happen. If your instincts are turned off, if you're not socializing enough, it's leading to social issues and mental health issues. It is what it is. You feel me? But some of y'all, like I said in previous videos, some of y'all are doing more harm by your child being around you than helping. Some of y'all It would have been better if they never even met you because they picked up all the most negative things that you have to offer to the world. Some of y'all having an extra parent in the home is not gonna change a goddamn thing because you spent 12 years fucking this kid's life up. You think having a stranger in the home is gonna do anything? No. You need to take accountability. You need to look in the mirror and say, "Look, I'm a bad parent. That's why my kid is bad. That's why nobody wants to be with me. Not because I'm a single parent, but because I'm a bad single parent. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm not gonna put my problems on other people. I'm gonna read these books. I'm gonna take these classes. We're both gonna go to therapy separately and possibly together, and we're gonna work this out. Because I'm gonna just keep fucking up any good situation, make another nigga or another female bitter, and make Kevin Samuels more right. Why niggas should not be fucking with single mothers and why females should not be fucking with single fathers. You feel me? You're not supposed to just discipline your child when they irritate you. There's other people in the world. Respecting adults and get in touch has nothing to do with each other. Teaching your child to not call people by their first name or talk to them as if they're their peer. Call me sir or Mister. Whatever. I'm not your friend. Don't talk to me like that. What is? How do you think that's gonna make your child more vulnerable to be touched? It's not. You're making excuses because you're rude. That's what you're doing. You're not taking accountability. You don't know what you're doing. It's okay. I don't know how to fly a plane. Does that make me a bad parent? It makes me a bad pilot. It doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me the worst person to be able to take control of a situation if anything goes wrong with this plane. That's what it makes me. You're the worst person that can, besides, you already know, to raise your child. And don't put that on other people. Your child already has nothing to offer to other people. Your child is only going to waste somebody's money. It's not going to benefit anybody from raising your child and putting money into it because there's no ROI. There's no return on investment. That's not that person's responsibility. They're doing you a favor. They're doing you a favor. They're saving your life from grief, from not being able to see your child because they're in prison or juvie or the graveyard. That's what you want this person to do, and you need to respect that and honor that by telling your child, hey, he or she just got off of work. Can you quiet down? Can you take that somewhere else? I don't want to take your laptop. I don't want to have to gamble with giving you your laptop and you come back here and still get on this person's nerves and they want to leave me because that's what needs to happen. I don't care. People don't care if you put your child first. That's what you're supposed to do. But you saying that you're putting your child first, but still making them into a worse person every day is quite insulting. You don't want to cook when this man or woman just got off of work and you don't work all day and you're not going to cook until your child is hungry and you have the audacity to ask them what they want but not the person and you want to accuse them of cheating but you didn't even ask them how their day was. What took you so long to get home? Were you cheating on me? You was probably flirting with them people at your job. Oh, I didn't cook today. You didn't ask me how my day was. You didn't ask that person if they were hungry. You just came at them, accusing them of cheating, hoeing them in front of your children, being confused as to why your children don't respect them, and get mad when they want to leave because it's not the child's fault. They are raising themselves, but that's not their job. That's why they don't respect you. That's why they're bad. Facts. Because you. At the end of the day, do your job, bro. Do your job. Your children are not supposed to just be good to you. They're supposed to be good to everybody. They already don't have any. They already can't work. They already can't contribute. They're already. I don't like kids, bro. I'm gonna put it out there. They're already and they already smell weird. They already piss on themselves and they already make noise, and you already can't punch them in the face when they disrespect you because they're kids. But at the end of the day, at the least that you could do when you want somebody to do the life-saving favor of saving you future grief is to teach them to be teach them to be respectful, teach them to be likable, not just to you, to other people. You're not the only person in the world, bro. Facts. That's it, man. That's Aaron Moses on the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathing in. Ooh. Peace.